5 true creepy roommate stories. Imagine waking up in the middle of the night to the sound of whispering, only to realize it's coming from your roommate's room. What if you found unsettling notes hidden around your home, or discovered your roommate had been secretly recording your every move? These are not scenes from a horror movie, but real-life experiences that have left people terrified and questioning their trust in those they live with. Brace yourself as we dive into 5 true creepy roommate stories that will make you think twice about who you share your living space with. First story: The Secret Whisperer. Jenna moved into a new apartment to be closer to her job. Her roommate, Carla, seemed friendly enough at first, but soon Jenna started noticing strange behavior. Carla would disappear for hours and then reappear without explanation. One night, Jenna woke up to the sound of whispering. At first, she thought it was a dream, but the whispers continued every night. She finally decided to investigate and found Carla in her room, whispering to a collection of dolls arranged in a circle. Carla claimed the dolls were her friends and that they helped her sleep. Jenna was creeped out but decided to let it go. However, things escalated when she started finding the dolls in different places around the apartment. One day, she came home to find a doll in her bed with a note that read, "She likes you." Jenna confronted Carla, who denied moving the dolls. The situation became unbearable, and Jenna eventually moved out, leaving Carla and her dolls behind. What would you do if you discovered your roommate had a nightly ritual involving whispering to inanimate objects? Jenna's nightmare only escalated from there. Second story: The Note Leaver. Max moved into a shared house with 3 other roommates. Everything was fine until one of the roommates, Ethan, started leaving notes around the house. These weren't friendly reminders but cryptic messages that hinted at dark secrets. One note read, "I know what you did," while another said, "Watch your back." The notes became more frequent and threatening. Max and the other roommates confronted Ethan, who denied everything. One night, Max found a note in his room that chilled him to the bone. "You should have never come here." Max started feeling uneasy and began to suspect everyone around him. He installed a hidden camera in his room to catch the culprit. To his horror, the footage showed Ethan sneaking into his room at night, leaving the notes. Max and the other roommates reported Ethan to the police, who found more disturbing evidence in Ethan's room, including detailed plans of how he intended to scare and manipulate his roommates. Imagine finding threatening notes around your home, each one more sinister than the last. What would you do if you couldn't trust anyone under your own roof? Third story: The Watcher. Samantha thought she had found the perfect roommate in Emily. They got along well, and everything seemed fine until Samantha started feeling like she was being watched. She brushed it off as paranoia until she discovered hidden cameras in her room. Horrified, she confronted Emily, who admitted to installing the cameras for security reasons. Samantha immediately moved out, but the trauma of being watched in her own home stayed with her for years. Emily's explanation did nothing to alleviate Samantha's fear. She discovered that the cameras were connected to a live feed that Emily could access from her phone. Samantha filed a police report, and Emily was arrested for invasion of privacy. The experience left Samantha with deep trust issues, making it difficult for her to live with anyone else. What if you found out your roommate had been secretly recording your every move? For Samantha, this invasion of privacy turned her safe haven into a living nightmare. Fourth story: The Roommate from the Past. Ryan moved into a historic house that had been converted into apartments. His roommate, Tom, was an older man with a peculiar fascination with the house's history. One night, Ryan found Tom dressed in old-fashioned clothing, reenacting scenes from the past. When confronted, Tom claimed he was possessed by the spirit of a former resident. The situation escalated when Tom started having violent outbursts, believing Ryan was an intruder from the past. Ryan's attempts to help Tom understand reality were futile. Tom's behavior became more erratic, and he started reenacting violent events from the house's history. Ryan found old newspapers detailing a gruesome murder that occurred in the house, matching Tom's reenactments. Fearing for his safety, Ryan moved out and reported Tom's behavior to the landlord, who later revealed that Tom had a history of mental illness and had previously been hospitalized. Living with a roommate who believes they are possessed by a spirit is unsettling enough. But what if that belief turns into violent actions? Ryan's story is a chilling reminder of how history can haunt the present. Fifth story: The Manipulative Sociopath. Lisa and her roommate David seemed to get along well at first, but David's behavior soon took a dark turn. He started gaslighting Lisa, making her doubt her own sanity. He would move things around and deny doing it, leave doors open, and then blame Lisa for being careless. The psychological manipulation became so intense that Lisa started questioning her reality. She finally sought help and moved out, only to find out later that David had a history of manipulating previous roommates. David's manipulation was so subtle that Lisa didn't realize what was happening at first. He would accuse her of things she didn't do, making her feel guilty and confused. The constant gaslighting eroded her self-confidence and made her feel isolated. After moving out, Lisa joined a support group for victims of gaslighting and learned that David had driven several previous roommates to the brink of mental breakdowns. What if your roommate was a master manipulator, making you doubt your own sanity? Lisa's experience reveals the dark side of psychological abuse in shared living spaces. These 5 true creepy roommate stories highlight the terrifying experiences that some people have had to endure. From hidden cameras and threatening notes to psychological manipulation and eerie rituals, the fear of living with a stranger can become a haunting reality. Remember to always trust your instincts and prioritize your safety when choosing a roommate. If you enjoyed these stories, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more chilling tales. I hope you find this extended script even more engaging and detailed. Let me know if there's anything else you'd like to add or modify.